Hello, everyone. Andrew Taylor here. Thank you for watching. We have Schroeds. Every day we have somebody come in, and it's like a crazy story of amazing success, and it's like every Monday through Friday. How insane is that?
It's crazy, and being part of it this week has just been amazing. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming.
It's
Drew, how many months are we booked out of people that just have crazy stories?
About a month.
So we're a month booked out of people
That's
already
awesome.
coming in.
Good.
Now, Schroeds, if someone's watching this, which there's a lot of people that watch a lot of people that are going to watch this or are watching it now, we've found out that if they put in the comments like the time of the video and kind of what that tip was about, then it helps other agents know when to watch out for what's going on. So if you're watching this, you want to help the team, make sure to put that in the comments below. Schroeds, you're a beast.
Oh, thank you.
We've had a blast with you this week. Thank you for coming in. I want to let you introduce your guests.
Yeah, I will. Thank you, and it's been a joy to be here, man. So first of all, out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, we have Jason Edwards.
It's nice.
It is nice. That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's nice. Thank you.
And out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, we have Vernon Trice.
Thanks.
Both these guys are, Both these guys are fairly new to FFL. Jason's been with us a month,
right.
Came from another company. Vernon Trice, he has been with us about 3-4 months now.
Yes, sir.
Got off to a wonderful struggle, and now he is catching stride. And Jason had the experience, and he just needed a better situation.
That's right.
And seeing Vernon catch his stride, I feel like a proud daddy when I see him out there working. And he calls me, and it's getting good.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So to start with, can you guys each give us one tip that you've learned when it comes to the phone script and booking appointments?
So I'm going to steal something from Schroeds over here and just keep it simple. You don't got to overcomplicate it. Keep it short, keep it simple. You don't need to ask, what color the house is or anything like that. But, hey, I'm coming over at 3 o'clock. Are you going to be home? Yes. Okay, I'll bring it by then. Cool. See you later.
What about you?
Yeah. So for me, I try to, I do that, but I also take it a step further. I want to make some type of connection with the client at that time. I'll make some type of, joke, put the shotgun away, something like that, just to connect with them a little bit. Some they'll remember me by. I'm a younger guy with a beard. I'm driving a white car that's missing a hubcap, something like that.
Do you say you look like anyone?
No. No.
Who should he say?
Yeah,
he
who would
looks
I say? Yeah.
I used to say I look like Brad Pitt, and everyone would always be like, what the heck, when I showed up?
Yeah, but that's when they call the cops. Because this guy's in Brad Pitt. Yeah. No, but I try to make some type of connection with them just so that way they'll remember me. Again, keep it simple, but at the end of the day, I want them to remember I'm coming by. Oh, yeah, that guy who said he's missing a hubcap. Oh, there it is. It's missing.
So you say something just that stands out to them.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
to get them to remember.
Yeah, I feel like it's a tie down.
Do you ever do that?
Do I tie down? Sometimes, but not very often. You heard mine earlier. I just say I'm coming over. I book my appointments on the hour, sometimes every half hour, and I just run. I just go.
And you don't worry if they're not home. You just keep going.
No.
Call them back next week, whatever.
Yeah. And now if they say, well, I'm not sure if I'll be there, I'll say, well, I will say, well, what time will you be home? Like if they're working or something. And if I've said I'll be there at 2 o'clock, well, I get off work at 4, great. I'll be there between 4:30 and 5. I just switch it that quick, and that's it.
Now, what about in-home for you guys? What's one tip each of you in the in-home that you've learned?
So for me, I personally, and this is just, I'll say years of experience in different sales organizations, mirroring your client and their emotional connection or lack thereof has always been crucial. Getting on their level, seeing how interested or not interested they are will really determine how I interpret how I need to address their needs.
So you're mirroring them. If they're talking slow, you're talking slow. If they're fast, loud.
Yes.
Quiet.
Body language is huge. Be relaxed. Don't be, stern. I take my pen, my notepad, I sit back in my chair a little bit, and I basically say, here's why I'm here. Here's what you said that you needed. and this is what I do. It's that simple.
What about you?
I guess my thing is that I like to do is just be myself. I feel like anybody can talk to anybody, and you're just sitting down with your grandma. Like, hey, grandma, I'm here. I'm here to help you. You know, sometimes they give you food, sometimes too, which is nice. But you say, hey, grandma, I'm here to help you. Just go through the client inventory sheet and just be yourself.
So you say that, hey, I'm here to help you.
Yep. I walk in.
Do you say I'll treat you like I treat my own grandma? I'm here to help you.
Yep.
You say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge, dude.
I sure do.
Dude, I got some customers. I actually have a customer who's 88, and I still talk to him all the time.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And he called me. His wife died, who was awesome. And then he had 2 little dogs that were the most spoiled dogs ever, and one of them died.
Wow.
So he called me. He goes, I'm thinking about getting a new dog, but I can't find this type of dog that I want. And I'm like, dude, I will find that dog for you if you want it. You give me the go, and
awesome.
I'm going to get that
You're a
dog
good
to
dude,
your
man.
house.
Yeah.
He's like, well, they're really expensive. I'm like, I don't care.
Oh, that's
Just let me know
awesome.
when, and I'm going to find that dog for you. He's like, are you sure? And he hasn't called me back. This was like a few weeks ago. He's like, I'm going to call you back if I'm really sure, because you sound really serious about getting this dog. And I'm like, I am.
Yeah, to tell him, and I can afford it. Right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that. I just said I'm very resourceful. All right, so you guys, tell us a little bit about your backgrounds, how you ended up at Family First Life.
So my background is I went to college and I played baseball collegiately. And once I graduated from college with my engineering degree, I went into my engineering career. And from then, I actually found Family First Life through a bunch of YouTube videos like this. And I called.
How'd you end up on YouTube videos for Family First Life?
So my mother, she sells health insurance. And from there, you know, I saw what she did in the health insurance industry, and it was a whole lot of work. She brought home a lot of work. So I said I didn't really want to do that, but it seemed like life insurance was pretty simple to me. Hey, you help a number of clients, and then that's it. So I said, okay, I'm gonna.
You don't service. There's not a lot of service work.
No, probably on the front end, you know, you help them, but then on the back end, you don't have to call the doctor or anything like that for the client, or check their medication or anything like that after.
Yeah. So you started looking up insurance stuff and found Family First Life.
Yep. And then I saw all these training videos, and then I was like, well, I'm going to go work with somebody else. But I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. If they're doing the training, why wouldn't I just work with them? So that's when I called corporate, and then they were like, what area are you in? And I was like, South Alabama. And then they said, okay, you're going to meet this guy named Mike Schroed.
So you know what's funny about people getting offices at FFL? If you open an office in an area, corporate usually gives you all the recruits in that area, right?
Yeah.
So you think it pays for itself time, who knows? How much will your company make from hiring him?
Hundreds of thousands
Who knows how
over
much?
time. Yeah.
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 So why aren't we opening more offices,
We
right?
should
Ding, ding, ding.
There's a good segment.
Now, why didn't you want to just do your engineering job?
I thought I wasn't fit to be an engineer. Like going all through college, I mean, I passed all the classes, and I guess I was smart enough to pass the classes. But I looked at the ceiling, and everybody was happy just making about $3,000, $4,000 a month. And then they just said, oh, one of my bosses said, hey, you know, I asked for a raise or something like that, and he said, you don't need a raise, you just need to make a budget. And I was like, okay.
What kind of engineering?
I'm a mechanical engineer, but I work for an aerospace company now.
Aerospace engineering?
Yes, sir.
How smart do you got to be to do that?
Well, I will say I'm not very smart, but there's other people that are smart around me. We can say that.
Is there, I wonder if, like,
He's smart.
did you take an IQ test?
No, I didn't. No, I should though.
Yeah.
We want to know
I
what
want to
it
say
is.
it.
You can post that in the comments afterwards.
So aerospace engineering, I just have a few questions. This is completely off topic, but if you were assigned a task, is it just a small part of that? I mean, let's say you're working on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just have a little tiny piece of that plane and there's a bunch of engineers that put this whole thing together? How does that work?
Yeah, so if it's a plane or if it's a missile or if it's anything, what you can do is you can break it into its subcomponents, and there's like a group that works on that subcomponent, and then you'll have a bunch of weekly meetings on top of meetings on top of meetings, and then eventually
Too many meetings?
oh my gosh, so many meetings. It was like more meetings than for one topic than you can even imagine.
That's kind of comforting in a way.
They thinking about it. They talking it out.
All right, so you know what's funny? As we're building our staff in our company, we used to give one person like 50 things to do. And then we finally broke it out to where we were like, why don't we give everybody one thing to be really good at or a couple things to be really good at? And we're much more effective
No doubt.
than basically have it kind of like that. So, and breaking that down to even a bigger level, what would a subcomponent be? How small of a task could that be? But how big of a project, but a small...
Well, you can just say maybe just for engines per se. But in terms of an engine, you'll have heating elements, cooling elements, mechanical elements. I mean, there's a whole variety of things. And, you know, as a specialist, you can't cover all 6 of those things or how many there are.
Or 50.
Or 50. So you need to have like a subject matter expert for that thing, and then he can be in charge of that subgroup. And then you can delegate and figure out, okay, I need to do X, Y, and Z here or there. So it takes a while.
A lot of patience. So what do you do what would be a daily task? Like make this better?
Maybe run some tests, run some analysis, bring it to your not your upline, but your boss. Then he would bring it to his boss, and then it would go up.
And would the test be to increase performance? Is that basically everything it was?
Increase performance, reduce weight.
Be more efficient.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Save money, because weight equals money.
So the lighter, the better.
Yep.
Interesting. What about you?
What was the question again?
How'd you find Family First Life?
So I've been in life insurance for 5 years, and Daniel Broadway, who's my upline, I actually coached him in football in high school.
Is that who I said was a UFC fighter?
Yes.
Looked like a UFC fighter?
Yeah, I showed him
Did
a
he
picture.
hit hard?
Yeah, he was a big guy.
He's a big dude. He's a teddy bear, though, huh?
He is. He is. He's got a big heart. But I showed him a picture of a UFC fighter. I was like, you look like Tank Abbott. He does. You Google him later. So I coached Daniel in football for a season, about 5 years older than him. And so he and I actually just got together for coffee one day because I said, hey, I could use a break. I'm sure you could too, because I knew he was in insurance. And we just got together and started talking. And then, of course, he mentioned the opportunity to me, as we all should, right? And then from there, it, of course, just spiraled and got me thinking. And then I actually reached out to a buddy who's under Dave Wichard, who's one of his top producers up there, who went to college with me. And he told me the same thing, like, hey, I never regretted it. So, of course, I talked it over with my wife over the course of, 5 or 6 months probably total, and we made the leap.
Awesome, man. Now, what are some differences between what you did and what you're doing now at FFL, since it was still insurance?
Leads.
So you weren't using leads?
With one of the companies, I was not. It was strictly warm market.
What did that look like?
It went by in about 3 months of warm market. Friends, family, Facebook friends of friends of friends.
Did everybody dodge you at Thanksgiving?
No, they're family. They love me,
Like-
but only a few of them have policies with me.
All right, I got a legit question. Did you ever befriend somebody only to pitch them insurance?
Absolutely, I did. Yes, 100%. I'm not going to lie about that. Yes, I did.
So you go be really nice to them, but the whole goal was to bring up insurance at some point. How did you do that?
Meet for coffee, just hang out, got to get to know someone.
But when do you
first.
drop the insurance on them?
The second time I got together.
And how? What'd you say? I'm just curious now.
Man. Hey, after talking with you last time, I realized, I should probably tell you a little bit about what I'm doing and let you know, it's a great opportunity for me, but also for you, because I realized you're in this position, and I mentioned whatever position they're in currently in life, and say, this is a great opportunity for you as well because you're young and in good health or whatever the case may have been, and say, now's the time to lock something in for your beneficiary, your loved ones, et cetera.
You see the video of Trey playing basketball?
Oh my gosh.
The doctor at the park?
Oh my gosh. I saw it.
You should see episode 2.
Is it going to be
coming
released?
out. All right. So what changed with leads? Now you have to buy leads.
Yes.
So some people go, don't work at Family First Life because you have to buy leads. Well, you don't have to buy leads. You can call your friends and family.
That's right.
You can sell them.
Mm-hmm.
You can knock on doors. You can meet people at the park, at the mall, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But the convenience of being able to see 30 people in a week and the ROI on it,
Absolutely.
and then also saving the time of not having to prospect.
That's right.
A lot of people like that more than the alternative, right?
Yeah.
So what is that like for you, and how attracted to this were you because of that?
So again, working in several sales companies, two of which being insurance, and whether some had leads, some didn't, a lead is somebody who's interested in my mind. Now, the legitimacy of that, is hit or miss. But what I liked the most is every successful organization is one that invests in itself. That's, if you just look at any company that you pick out, they're going to put money in to get money out, and so, talking over with my wife, that was even something, because of course she's like, wait, we have to spend money? Like, I want to make money, I don't want to have to spend it. But again, saying the same thing, the company I just came from, I was calling leads that agency owner paid for to bring in money into the agency. So I was like, that's essentially what I'd be doing, but for myself.
And you keep the big commission.
Exactly. Yeah. And so
instead of you buying leads instead of you getting free leads at a low comp,
right.
and then the agency owner keeping all the money,
Yeah.
you
Or
said,
the-
why
or the
don't I just
company-
get the lead
Yeah.
and keep the bigger commission, which was your commission bigger with FFL?
Substantially.
Like how much bigger?
So I got a percentage of a percentage previously, and so now I get the full percentage.
So if you
here.
sold a $100 policy, what'd you make?
there,
Yeah.
you're gonna make me do quick math. $22.
$100 a month. So $1,200.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
1,000 premium.
Yeah, 222.
And then here, what do you make? Roughly 100%?
No, more. So
I was involved in that negotiation.
Hey.
It is substantially more.
Hey, all right, we're not going to go there. How about someone going, well, how can FFL's comp be 140%? One guy told me, he goes, yeah, FFL's a scam because they're paying 140% of 100%, which isn't even possible.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I like to explain this to people though.
yeah,
The insurance company will pay 140%, now 145% with our new comp, because they keep the money for the other 20, 30 years.
that's right. Yeah, they make it up in the long run. Actually, what is it? After like a couple of years, they end up
Yeah,
making it
but
back.
they'll also pay a renewal for you to keep your business on the books.
That's right.
Which most companies keep, except Family First Life. They do not keep it. It goes to the agent.
Right.
They'll also pay that to basically get you to keep your customer to keep the policy. So your renewal can be 5 to 10% depending on the product, depending on the carrier, but all of that goes out to the agent.
which I was not getting at either company.
And I wasn't getting it. Dude, I sold millions of insurance by the time I found out renewals existed. I was like,
Oh,
those
geez.
those exist?
That's a thing? Wait, I can make money on the back end?
Yeah.
Yeah. I found out pretty quick. I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Well, in one of the other organizations, they give you renewals, but it's once you reach like a Mike Schroed status.
Got it.
At that
Or
point.
you're there for 10 years or something.
Well, yeah, you have to reach this level, and that's great because at least you get it then. But it's like all these years, possibly, or, all this premium, all the face amount that you're bringing in for the company, all these things. It's like, but I don't get any of that.
All right. So let's clear this up for the record. At FFL, you're vested day one.
Absolutely.
Day one.
If you leave, you keep your renewals. If you decide you want to leave in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, you keep your renewals. Most of the time, you sign some agreement that says you have to stay there for 10 years, or they can take your renewals. Or they'll be vested where you only get 10% or 20% or 30% of your renewals, right? But with FFL, you keep 100% day one, no matter what.
Doesn't that make sense, being that we're independent contractors and
It should.
we own the business?
Yeah, it's our money.
I mean,
Doesn't it make sense that we leave our families, we go out, hit the pavement, spend all day on the phone, go see the customer, take their calls if they're upset, fill out the paperwork, buy the lead, do everything?
so why aren't the other companies doing that?
Well, I mean, do you want my theory?
Yeah, I trust
I mean, I think there's so much money, and it was like a hidden thing for so long that it's.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's public.
Well, a lot of people don't like Family First Life because we do these videos and we kind of say what's going on. You know.
But these videos is what brought someone like me on, because I went on and watched
About that. That's good.
all of these videos.
That's good.
To learn details.
Now, did
about the
anybody
company.
ever tell you don't work at Family First Life, or no?
No, and it wouldn't have mattered.
I know, but someone told me that. They go, my boss told me not to work here, so I looked it up, watched the videos, now I'm here.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard things about like, oh yeah, you got to
when you
buy
want people
leads,
like
and I
that.
said, but so does every successful company. Like that was literally my answer to that person who said that. Every successful company puts money in to get a return. So why wouldn't I?
So you've been in 5 sales companies.
2.
You've been in 2 sales companies. What's your opinion on how fast Family First Life is going to grow as more people start to see these videos, as the word gets out?
It's gonna blow through the roof. I told my wife early on. I said I'm excited because the company's 7 years old. I said I feel like I'm getting in on the ground floor. Think about all the people at the other huge insurance companies. Those people that started in on the ground floor and where they are now. And that's why I'm like, it's going to be even bigger here. I think we'll be at $1 billion in no time. I mean,
Andrew and I was talking. He's saying within a year.
yeah,
I say,
I believe it.
Well, what were we at? 22 million in 3 weeks in issue paid life premium.
In
Yeah.
3 weeks in March.
Okay, so put that on a 30 million a month run rate, but the pace it's growing at, it's month over month, it's 2-3 million above.
Yeah.
So you're a rocket scientist, so let's
Yeah, let me count real fast. We have calculators, so let me just use that.
all right. So okay, let's say 1 to 2 years.
No doubt.
I mean, within that 2 years, if not.
But how
sooner.
much money is everyone going to make for teaching other people in the industry how to make more money?
I think that's valuable. That people are learning.
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
he's smart enough to keep up with that. I lost track with what he
Yeah.
was saying.
No, absolutely. And that was one of the things that actually brought me on with Daniel and with, his dad. I mean, and even Mike now, it's a family. So their job in their mind is to help me be successful. My job with my new agents that are coming on is to help them be successful.
Yeah.
Like I'm new, but I already have a writing
How new
agent.
are you?
I just finished my first month.
And what'd you do for the month?
Just under 20.
Just under 20K first month.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think? Like, did you get a lot of rejection? Was it hard?
No.
Not hard at all.
No. Again, I mean, anybody can do this. It's very funny how I heard everybody say that, and I'm like, of course they're going to say everybody can do this. But I mean, Vernon can agree.
For sure.
Literally, if you care about other people, and that's always been my goal. When I'm sitting down with somebody, I'm always going to do what's best for them, period. Even if it's not to get a policy, even if it's to keep where they currently have, or whatever is in their absolute best interest, that's what I'm going to do 100% of the time. And when you have that type of mentality,
Can't lose.
that's it.
What do you do with I want to ask you guys this. Do you guys have like negative self-talk
Like about ourselves, like
about your performance, what you're going to do? Do you think something's not going to work?
I'll be honest with you. I battle it because I battled it my whole life pretty much. I'll be on my way to every appointment, and sometimes I'm struggling. They're not going to like me. They're not going to want to.
Who doesn't like him though?
Right? I don't know. I just get that in my head sometimes, and that's just.
Now, how do
honest
you
to goodness.
fight that?
I just fight it by saying I'm just going to go in there and because I look at it like you said, you mirror.
Yeah.
I do it differently. I look at it like shooting a free throw. and good free throw shooters do the same thing every single
Repetition.
time. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I just got to go in there, be on my game, make sure that I'm starting off with a little bit of getting to know them and going through my client worksheet, going through the presentation where I touch my head and say "me lo con la cabeza," and they love it. They die.
What is that you just did?
I grab my head like when I'm asking about their health, and I'll go "me lo con la cabeza," and they go, "Well, the only word I understand is loco."
Are you crazy in your head?
What-
Yeah.
Are
Is
you,
that
I'm
what you're
asking if you're
saying?
crazy. Are you taking any meds for it? And what I found out, this is so funny. Every time I say that, the person who's taking them, they will say, "You was with me when it happened."
Yep.
They'll say, "Oh yeah, I take some." So I'm already getting the psychological
did you
meds
say,
out of
do
the
you
way.
have any extras?
Do you have any that I can take? Yeah. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So I go in and I just do the same thing every time. I put my hands on my heart, any heart problems, and then to get to the felony part, I grab my legs, and it's really funny when they're 80 and they're on a cane and can't hardly walk, and I'll say, "Now, your legs don't hurt from running from the popo, do they?" And they just love that.
Every appointment you say the same thing.
Yes, and that's just what I've found works.
What about you? Do you have any doubts that you like fight or
I did at the beginning.
like what?
Like I wasn't very good at the phone. And
Did you tell yourself you weren't good at the phone?
I told myself, "Oh, you suck at this."
What about like you're not going to make it, you should go do something else? Like any thoughts like that?
Well, from being a baseball player, you fail more times than you succeed. So I brought that same mentality here, and it's just if I have 100 leads and I book 20 out of 100, in baseball terms, that's really good. I'm batting 200. And
That's
then,
a good way to look at it.
yeah, and then if I sit with 20 and then I sell 10, I'm batting 500.
Yeah. How many people, and I don't know the answer to this, but how many people do you think are so in their head in the beginning that it literally affects their whole performance and them getting this off the ground?
So many.
75%.
Yeah, so many.
Mental.
Yeah, it's all in their head.
And why are we programmed to do that?
But the good thing is you can reprogram it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's that
From
engineer
the
brain.
engineer.
like, I don't mean to sound like that
Here's
guy,
our
but
expert witness.
you can train yourself to talk negatively, and you can train yourself to talk positively.
Now, do you do that?
I have to.
So how do you do that?
I write it down on a piece of paper, and I say like, I will book 20 appointments today. I will
In the morning.
in the morning. Yep. Like I'll work out in the morning. I'll write what I need to write down and what I want to accomplish that day, and then you just go out there and attack the day.
That's legit.
Right.
What else do you write you will do down?
I have a couple goals just from being in the industry so far. There's a couple top producers where I say, well, I want to produce as much as they do.
More than they do. Who is
Yeah.
it?
Like Zach Tadowski and Easton Patton.
Get them.
Yes.
Go
Somebody
get
needs
'em.
to take them
I
out.
love that.
Yeah.
Go get them.
Someone needs to take Easton out.
Heck yeah. It's one of my guys. I'm okay with that.
I know you shaved someone's head last time they said they wouldn't get it.
Dude,
So.
how about Grady? You know how nice Grady's hair is? His head's getting shaved when he comes back here.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah, and he has like perfect model hair. Dude, we found a video of him like 2 years ago going, when I hit 300,000 a month, I'm going to shave my head. And he's at like 3 million.
Oh,
My God.
So the next time he's here, he doesn't know it. And he's probably not going to watch this.
he's getting his head shaved.
He's getting his head shaved.
I want a piece. I want a lock of that hair. That's pretty hair.
Like frame it.
That's pretty good. All right, what about you, man? What do you do? Or do you experience that?
So I'm naturally a positive person. I don't really focus on negativity too much, and I've been in sales too long to know that you're going to get, for every 10 no's, you may get a yes. That's just part of it. So when I get no-showed, when I get porched, when I get told no, and I was there for an hour after trying to overcome every objection, and it's just not going to happen, I just move on to the next one. Like I'll text my wife, be like, they didn't do anything. Sorry. going on to number 3 or whatever to the next appointment, and that's it.
What's the worst? What's the meanest someone's ever been to you guys?
I've been chest bumped out of a house with my pin out, ready to protect myself. Yeah, because I told him his house was underwater. And he made a bad decision. That was my fault. I picked a fight.
You told him his
Yeah.
house was underwater.
I said, yeah. I said, he said, I'm blessed. I said, well, then protect your family if you're so blessed. He said, we'll be taken care of. I said, well, are you taken care of? Then he told me, he said, you need to shut your mouth. I'm about to slap you.
You probably would have beat him up though.
Oh, I wasn't always saved, bro.
I wouldn't mess with you.
I wasn't always saved, man. Don't take my kindness for weakness.
Oh,
What about you? Have you had anyone be mean to you yet?
No, not yet, but that's my goal.
You want to get thrown out.
Yeah, because it pushes me, to
He was
push
with
the
me when I
climb.
got in trouble one time.
Yeah, I was.
The
Yeah.
old man chewed me out.
For what?
I was late.
That's it?
Yeah,
He was a Marine.
weird.
Did you?
He also had,
Yeah.
the gun behind the car too,
Yeah.
by the way.
You did?
He did. No, the guy did.
Yeah, the guy, when we came late, he had the gun behind his car just holding it.
For what? Just for being late?
Yeah.
Dude, you never been to South Alabama to work?
No.
Oh, yeah,
that's probably okay.
yeah. Yeah.
You've done well.
Should I go?
Well,
Yeah.
if you like what we're talking about, yes.
I'm in.
Get the full experience, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I could, man, what? I don't know that I should even share everything that's happened.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
No, I'm
this
not
is
going
supposed
to.
to recruit people.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I think you're scaring them off.
Yeah,
right now.
I know. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, I need to just keep my mouth shut.
Now, that's a very rare,
Yeah.
It is extremely rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and most people are very nice.
Yeah. Yep.
You help them, they feed you.
Yep.
They give you meals to take home.
Yeah, all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
What about you? Any bad appointments?
No, I mean, I've been cussed out before, and I've been chewed out and told to get out.
Did it
things
make
like
you
that.
mad?
No, the phrase I always say is you can't fix stupid and you can't fix broke. Those are the two things.
To yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm never gonna say that to a client, but I mean, it's like those are the two reasons I can't help you. Basically, is if you won't let me, you're just being stupid about it, or you literally have no funds available, and I can't help you with that either. So, if you're gonna be that kind of way about it, oh well.
But all in all, help a couple people a week,
Yeah.
$2,000-$3,000 a
I
week
mean-
in commissions.
It's crazy. I told my wife when we were talking about coming on, I said I need to close 3 policies a month for us to pay our bills. 3 a month. That's it. And so even when she was like, talking it through with me, she was like, all right, so, give me the pep talk again. I was like, 3 policies a month. She was like,
So how is
Okay.
she now?
she's still waiting on it to possibly see if it goes down a little because she's very cautious. But I said, I did just under 20 my first month, and I only anticipate on getting better.
Now you got to do like 60 and just really freak her out.
Right?
Yeah.
But I truthfully, I will say, our savings is way better than it was
In how long? Way better than it's been in how long?
ever.
Ever. Dude,
We've been married 13 years, 13 and a half now.
dude,
Ever.
Nina and Hayden are 2 young agents. And they probably don't want me to share this, but I'm going to do it anyways. Guess how much money they told me they saved up?
Probably $100,000. More?
Oh my gosh.
500.
Good
Oh my gosh.
grief.
$500,000?
They saved
Yes.
that up?
Dude, they write like
Yeah.
40, 50K a month each, and they have a big team coming on.
How long did that take them to save that?
Like a couple years.
Wow.
Back in the business.
And now they're investing it all back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have so much money coming in. They're
It
dude,
doesn't matter. At
don't
this point.
matter.
Yeah.
Dude, Nina's gonna. She said she'll do 100,000 life only issue paid on her own pen for the month.
I do remember I saw that. Don't y'all have a bet?
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys have a bet.
yeah, we do.
You got
she shave her
5K
head?
coming out of pot. Yeah. You got
5,000 if she does it.
Yeah, and Grady
Gonna
matched
match
it.
it.
Yeah, I
So
saw
10K.
that.
If
Yeah.
she does that.
Yeah, I saw
Then the
that.
bet turned into like a bet with like 15 people.
Yeah, don't you love that? How it just picks up momentum?
Yeah. One of the girls is Vivian. She's 8 months pregnant. She goes, "I'll do 100K, no problem."
8 months pregnant.
8 months pregnant.
That's a hustler.
That
And then
is
and
good
then everyone
grief.
else was like, damn, maybe I should stop making excuses.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
more.
That was my
excuses.
face
Yeah.
just then when you said it was what?
Yeah.
100K, guys.
Well, I don't.
Come on, a pregnant woman?
I'm not 8 months
Yeah.
pregnant.
No one's gonna
She's
outwork
got,
me.
that's-
No
she's
more.
got that.
Pregnant woman?
All right.
Come on, guys.
How about
That's right.
this? You do 100K for the month. We'll give you 5K. If you don't, we shave your head. Because you got some nice hair.
Listen,
have
okay,
nice hair.
time out. I will double his 5K.
That's 10K.
As long as I get to put the first strip right down the middle of your head.
He's not in.
He's out.
not
I
in.
can see
no.
it.
It's all right.
I got 12 months, right?
No,
From this
No,
time
you
next
got a
year?
month.
Or
1
next
month.
Yeah.
Next month.
Jeez, you guys
They're
like to
doing
drag
this
it
in
out.
1 month.
No, obviously, but like
No.
What month do you want to do it in?
A-
April?
He wants to say December.
May. We've started April. May.
all right, let's do it.
You're going to do it.
You'll.
My man. That's awesome.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna shave you. No, I'm gonna give you
see,
$5,000.
You won't see me for 30 days. I'm
That's
so
fine.
in May, you're going to do 100K.
gonna try. No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Now, how much do you like your hair? Because it is really cool hair.
Yeah. How long did it take it to grow that?
I don't know. It wasn't long. Probably like 6 months.
Oh, so that ain't a big deal.
I just want to do the first strip. If he doesn't do it, that's all I want.
I say you only do one strip, like right down the middle.
I agree. We get to
And
shave it
that's-
however we
Yeah,
want, and you can't change it.
And then you got to go back to your engineering firm and explain to them what happened.
Oh gosh.
I lost a bet, guys.
All right. So if somebody wants to work with you guys, how can they reach out to you? Let's say someone's watching this. They go, I really like these guys. I connect with them well, whatever the situation is. They want to get in insurance. How could they reach you?
They can reach me directly on my cell phone, 423-505-5052.
What about you?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram.
TikTok?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But my phone number is 267-934-4948. Just give me a call.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for sharing.
Thanks for having us.
Looking forward to see what you guys do. Still new. I mean,
Oh my
very
gosh.
new.
Yeah.
So looking